What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I have to tell you this.
1,000 feet, turn right onto Berrywood Drive.
One of my friends said that I was elitist. And you know what? They are correct. Listen, every single study in the world shows you, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Show me your neighborhood, I'll show you your future. 90% of the time, the reason our parents try to keep us away from certain kids is because they saw the future. Now, tons of studies now show that smart people and wealthy people stay in their own enclaves. What does that mean? That means in grad school, people marry off. Doctors and nurses marry each other. Nurses and nurses marry each other. People in these high income, high environment sectors, lawyers marry each other. Lawyers marry paralegals. But they stay within these enclaves of people who are just like them, and they marry them. Now, why is that important? Many people say, where could they found love at work, whatever. Why it's important is because what happens is they are now two parents who we're just going to say are smarter. We're just going to say it for the sake of argument that they're smarter and they're wealthier. So not only do they have the resources to basically have a very smart kid, they're also going to put the resources in money-wise to make sure that kid does well. Many studies will show you that even if a kid is dumb, God, this sounds horrible. Even if a kid is dumb, if he has wealthy parents, he will actually do better than most kids in poverty. Peep that, okay? Let me say that again for everybody in the back. If a kid is dumb, of lower intelligence, if he has wealthier parents, he will do better than the average poor kid in America. Why? Because I remember going to college and many of those guys, they were there for 5-6 years and didn't have a sweat in the world. Why was that? Because they knew, many of them knew, they had jobs waiting for them when they got home. Many of them knew that they didn't have to worry. They really didn't. So, the things that I was concerned myself with finding a job, doing all these different things, that was not their concern. It just wasn't. So when you see your friends and you all get the same degrees, business degrees, but yeah, they go after 2 years of kind of working jobs they didn't like in Raleigh, they go home and work with their family businesses or they work for family friends. You already know that's how most people in America get by. Okay? Even on the flip next level, 80% of jobs are done via referral or in-house. That means someone already working in the company and they just move them up, or a friend refers a friend. Because 90% of the time, when you refer your friend's not going to do a crappy job. And that's what's funny about many Latinos or African Americans. Latino people refer each other, or they'll refer each other to another restaurant or somewhere where they have connections. A lot of African American people will not refer their friends. I mean, it just depends on who your friends are. But that's, a view many people say that they don't review each other's friends. So, with that being said, that already shows you, the name of this video is Don't Fall for Big Booty Betty. Why? Because Big Booty Betty's dumb. And your kids will be dumb. I've actually seen several people who I know are very smart men, and their wives are just not smart, and the kids are like airheads. They're similar to the mom. And a lot of studies show you get your intelligence from your mom, even though people are like, no, that's not true, Erica. You can go look this up for yourself. Many studies show. Now, why are they saying that? Because who's the first person to talk to you, read to you, speak to you, teach you ABCs, teach you how to write your name? It's supposed to be your mother. So if you got Big Booty Betty in there just watching Housewives of Atlanta all day, she ain't teaching little Jerome how to read, okay? She's not teaching little Jerome to have patience, to go outside and play. A lot of these things. And the reasons that childhood obesity is so high and a lot of these kids are having problems at school is because there's a mom problem. We don't want to talk about that, though, in our society. But at the end of the day, when I see kids who are under age 15 and overweight or struggling in school, I go, that's a mom problem. And moms already have enough on their plate. I'm not trying to blame them, but the reason it's a mom problem because there should be enough funds in your budget to send your kid to tutoring. What happens in third grade? In third grade, this is around the time in the African American community where school test scores of African American kids dictate how many, and Latino kids too, how many prisons they're going to build in an area in the next 10 years. Did you know that? Didn't know that, did you? And the reason is, what happens in third grade is when people start to fall behind. If you can read, it's the door to everything. It's the door to math, it's the door to complex problems, it's the door to comprehension, but it's reading that opens the door. So reading at third grade, what usually happens? White, Asian, and Latino people start sending their kids to tutoring. low numbers of African American kids going to Sylvian, but they do have numbers showing it does start to increase in 3rd grade. And so when people say, well, they're getting extra tutoring, there was an article in Georgia about the white families in the area kind of mad about all the Asian kids moving in, saying they're getting extra tutoring. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be sending the best child out in the world that you can send out in the world. And that means your child already cannot compete if they're in 3rd grade and you are refusing to educate them. There are people, and I know they watch this channel and I see the messages and sometimes I delete them. I do understand. When I talk to you guys about LinkedIn and 75% of you are not on LinkedIn, and it's the number one way people are now hiring for high income jobs and via referrals is to see your nice professional LinkedIn and they send you a message, recruiters send you a message, and 75% of people are like, I don't know what that is. You've already took yourself out the game. You shouldn't be a specialist in Facebook. You should be a specialist in LinkedIn. Right now, to this day, I still get job offers off LinkedIn, even though I'm not looking to work in insurance or work in a different real estate office. To this day, off of LinkedIn. So when people tell me, oh, I ain't on there, after I talk to you guys on the phone, that blows my mind. You're not going to get to next levels of opportunity if you're not in the game. Point blank period. So, with all that being said, don't fall for Big Booty Betty. Don't fall for Handsome Jerome. People have to be elevating themselves. And it does not necessarily mean a college degree, but it does mean certificates, reading. I mean, I cannot tell you how many men I've talked to and they go proudly with a look of pride on their face that they don't read. That's disgusting. I'm sorry, that's disgusting. You tell somebody, I don't read books. You look like a dumbass. Don't ever tell anybody you don't read books. That's the worst. And a part of why I was complaining about the American Greed show is I really do feel a lot of those people, if they would have read or would have Googled or examined just a little bit more, they'd have been like, nah, I'm not going to play this game with this guy or that girl. Or there's already court cases against this guy or girl. I wouldn't have bothered them. Even in Houston, the Quellex guy, not even a lawyer. He's not even a lawyer, and people are going to him thinking he's a lawyer. You have to be educated enough to look in the yellow pages, and if you don't see their name in there with the lawyer's office, to know they're not a damn lawyer. That's just, how can we fix America when people won't even take step one, which is reading? People want to just apply for a job, get a job pays them more than minimum wage, and they do minimum work, and they live the American dream. You're going to have to fight for that American dream. And you need to be in places where people can honestly partner with you, which means marriage, and can go live a better life with you. I am right now taking MBA classes over at UT because I want to elevate who I'm around. I want to change the dynamic of who I'm interacting with. Now, yes, are there some parents in there and some married people? Sure, for sure. But a lot of them are younger people who are get hungry and want to hustle and want to take their life to the next level. And that's how you elevate. Shit, if I could go get a doctor's degree, I would. I don't even know what in. But it's the people that you're going to be around. These are people who are hungry for the next level. Now, are there multimillionaires that I've met in real estate who don't got any degrees? Yes. Are there multimillionaires from trucking, owning a trucking business, owning all kind of cleaning businesses that I've met at different investor parties? Yes. I've met plumbers who are well off. It's not necessarily about the college degree. It's about how do you use it and bringing the income level up. Who you surround yourself with, people. Again, there's a book called Who. Go grab it. Take a piece of paper out and write 150 people you know. Now, I'm going to say, take no family on there. You can't put any family, no cousins, no brothers, no sisters. And you'd be surprised how many people cannot come up with 150 people they know. And Facebook doesn't count. Facebook just doesn't count. 150 people you know, handshake, and you can qualify, or that you can go on LinkedIn today and add them. That's what I mean. So anyway, you guys, this is Erica from the Classy Clown blog. Don't fall for Big Booty Betty or Dusty Jerome. You got to go where the smart people are. You got to get that Audible. Get to reading. Later.